to do in the cannabis industry. You know, a lot of people like to lean towards um, the dispensary side. You know, I'm gonna make a lot of money in the dispensary, so this is what I need to do. I need to actually, Kev, we're gonna open up a dispensary. We know this is gonna be hot for us, and we're gonna make a lot of money. Well, um, there is a lot of money out there. I think the biggest thing that everyone is finding out is the right to fight. So it's not done. The information that's given out is coming out almost on an hourly and a daily level, to where you're hearing about um, what's the most interesting part of the cannabis industry. So, you know, first everybody was saying the growing is happening, and then it's moved from growing and actual dispensary to now the products that are out, and the CBD market is the one that seems to be getting a lot of interest right now. A lot of folks are chiming in on the CBD market and trying to find out how they can get involved. Well, there's several ways that you're going to go about doing that, and we have our friend Richard Presidio. I know I'm messing up his name because I do not have it in front of me. Presidio coming on, and he will be talking to you um, basically about some do's and don'ts if you're thinking about getting involved. He represents the cannabis attorney's office. He'll explain to you that office name. I don't have his card in front of me to actually tell you the actual cannabis attorney association, but it is dealing with cannabis, and it's you need good legal representation. That's definitely where you want to start in the cannabis industry. You know what I'm saying? Because anything besides that, believe me, you have some problems. So knowing some of the rules and regulations to what's going on is half your battle. So we're definitely trying to inform you with Richard showing up and giving you some information. So you might I would say on Monday of next week, check it out. Make sure that you get in contact with us here. We're going to have the phone lines open up in a minute, and I'll be getting you that number. And then just basically talk to Richard about some of your situations, about what you actually want to know about. There's a lot going on in the industry, and for folks of color, I must say there's been a couple of situations going on. A lot of incarceration has been done, um, you know, in hopes that I don't know that they call it the war on drugs. I would say it is what it is. Some people are happy with that side, and calling it that, but I don't know if it was a war, a real war, which it has been. I don't know. It looks like our sides are not meeting. There's no, there's only, a lot of, how can I say, a lot of pain. So again, how do you deal with that? I think we have to understand what cannabis is. I think it's been misunderstood, and what better way to understand cannabis but to actually talk about it, because as we bring it up in the adult side, you can talk about it. You can say, hey, I think there's a lot of folks that have tried it, and there's some folks that haven't tried it that have been, how can I say it, misinformed. So I would say here at Cannabis Radio Show, it's all about getting you in tune to where are your fears. What do we need to do in the community to make this less, how can I say it, frightening for folks? Because it's almost like they feel like like something's being lost, like all of a sudden the world is going to turn into a drug infested area when we know that through most of the use that has been done from the opiates, that we have a epidemic on our hands. There are people that are dying out from their use of opiates, and we can say along with cannabis. Again, is it a gateway drug? Well, that's questions that you can answer along with us, or I don't think we have an answer. We're trying to figure that out. Some people will say that it is. Some people will say that it isn't. So we definitely want to, get to those sides. So that's pretty much the show. This is our really second show, but this is our first show on Mondays. We're going to be chiming in at 5 o'clock each and every Monday. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to get a start on Monday. I'm gonna shift this over back a little bit. That way I don't have to strain as hard. How's that? Is that better? Okay, cool. We got a real powerful mic here, and my voice, even though I think I'm talking real light, it ain't light, evidently. So the engineers will let me know. Yeah, so we've got some folks on there. I just want to say what's up to Jerome Ireland out there, James, Big J. I'm glad that you're here checking us out right now. We are live on the air, and we're also live on KOFP 103.3, The Voice. So we appreciate them lending their airwaves to us to talk about cannabis, to talk about a lot of misconceptions of cannabis. And again, we'll have some panelists on and have some folks that'll be able to talk to you. Also we definitely need to get some folks on the phone lines. And I don't know how we are as far as time, but we can get some folks calling in here probably in the next 10 to 15 minutes. We'll see how it goes. How's that? We're going to stay here probably. I'll do probably maybe it's 7:44. We can go till like 8:30, and then I'll let everybody go. I'll try to stay on here and answer a few questions. You can hit us up on Facebook. I think we are live on Lula TV. So Instagram should have us on right now. So definitely hit us up. We should be right there for you if you have some questions that you want to put on the website. Let's see if I've got. I don't have a public Facebook site, but if you hit us up on Cannabuzz Radio on Instagram, I can check you out, see what's going on, and then give you some love, give you a shout out right here on the air. Again, just to go over some of the latest events that have went down in cannabis. I like to go to a couple of sites that's out there. Leafly is like one of the hottest sites if you want to get some information on cannabis. It's usually a how can I say it, a Canadian thing. They talk about cannabis, from all over, but they give a lot of information from, usually all over the world, but they will talk about, everything from what's happening in the medical industry, what's happening all around. So, if you need some information and you're trying to really actually figure out your cannabis needs, like strains, there are different strains for different folks. You have some popular strains out there that folks are starting to learn about, and you have your hybrid strains, which are like basically one female plant that is a dominant plant and another female plant that's a dominant plant, and then when you mix them together, that's where you get all these wild and crazy names. So there's you have Blue Dream. That's one of the popular brands as far as being a hybrid. You also have what is called sativas, and the sativa strains are usually a uplifting type. I would say more of an energetic strain. The hybrids can tend to be any way. You can have a sativa dominant hybrid, or you can have the next strain is called indica dominant hybrid. So again, these are all these how can I say it, scientific terms or clinical terms, but that's how deep we're getting involved with cannabis. So what do you call that? So Blue Dream would be a sativa strain would be more of a happy type cannabis strain. If you had say a indica, that's going to be more of a relaxed type strain. So sativas would be more active if you wanted to be more active in your smoking. Now, some people say that sativas cause them anxiety or their heart to palpitate. So again, depending on your use and what you are trying to achieve as far as smoking, if that's what you like to do, then your sativas would be that strain. Again, indicas, if you want to relax and you want to, bottom line, fall asleep, or if you're trying to increase your appetite, your indicas will help to do that. So those strains are pretty much your dominant strain. Again, your hybrids, which are a mixture of the indica and the sativa. And some hybrids can be indica and indica, or sativa and sativa. So there are different ways that folks are basically coming up with new strains. So that's where you hear all these names. You'll get a name like I just heard one, Mac 1 is the latest, and I was like, Mac 1, huh? Now the smell, definitely fruity, definitely tasty. The actual taste, that those are called terpenes. So you have a variety of flavor. The terpenes create the flavors of the cannabis. So that's usually like your sweet smells, or your woodsy smells, or your natural smells. So those are what you're doing. I mean, those are what you're smelling when you're smelling the actual cannabis odor. There was a strain out called skunk. We're all looking for skunk strain. Skunk number 1 is like one of the most, how can I say it, the most sought after strain that's from the past. It was one of the original strains. So again, skunk number 1 would fall under, again, a sativa style, or a sativa strain, which would make you feel happy, relaxed, euphoric, giving you an uplifting and creative feeling. So when you're smoking something on that level, that's basically what you're looking at. Now, folks are hearing about, I don't know, different sides when it comes down to how do you how do you take your cannabis? I mean, so you have to figure out you have two different sides. You have the which is pretty much medical, folks that have had medical situations where they needed a natural remedy and something natural to actually help with everything from um, eating to create hunger to actually sleeping. So again, people with insomnia, if you like um, weeds that are relaxing, I should say cannabis that's relaxing, then you're going to use a indica, which is going to totally relax you. Your eyelids are going to drop low. You're going to feel a little bit more, how can I say it, a little bit more lazy. That's where you got the couch potato situation. That's what people call it. Say, hey, I'm a couch potato, so that's what they're talking about. You know, um, Again, like to talk cannabis with you, and I'm glad that we are talking cannabis. Sending some shout outs to TB, T Bradley, what's going down. Also sending out shout outs to Oscar, Big O, how you doing out there? And also Gloria, we appreciate you. Glad that you're coming on. Gloria said, I just want to say hello to Fresno. Again, Gloria from Doll's Kitchen out there in wonderful LA. I've been out there to LA to check her out and see what she had, and she's always cooking up something really, really special. So I will be back out that way to get my chicken and also my fish. So it's almost that time for me to head back to LA. So that's the way we do it, folks. Again, Cannabuzz Radio, we're right here. The Cannabuzz Radio Show, we're featured right here on 103.3 FM KOFP, home of The Voice. And we are giving you more of that right here. So, just enjoy what we got coming on. We got a lot of cannabis to talk about. Folks are just, some folks are like, no, I don't do the cannabis. I don't know why you even talk about this stuff. I will take my pills. Well, again, we are not telling you not to take those because you have to, those are medically, prescribed to you. What we're stating is that, these are alternative, as I call them, wellness add supplements. So you can supplement this as a food, as a part of your daily regimen for health, just like vitamins. It's the same thing. It's what folks are asking, and what they what they need in a daily regimen. We have what is called endocannabinoids, which is a part of our body, which is a part of our nervous system, and a part of where we are with cannabis. Cannabis has ectocannabinoids. So those ectocannabinoids connect with our endocannabinoids. So as those connect, guess what? It helps us to, again, replenish and rejuvenate our bodies. So it's kind of like that plant is built for us. A lot of folks don't know that. There's medical folks that have tried to debate that. There are scientists that have proven that the words that are coming out my mouth are words that you can find on the internet. So if you look on the internet and look up endocannabinol and ectocannabinols, you'll see that they're related to cannabis, and that's something that I found to be amazing. I think all of us have stories on cannabis and figuring out where we are with the different strains. So again, our biggest thing right now is how do you make this work? How do you figure out where you want to be in cannabis. Well, um, I'm going to say the way that you figure it out um, is bottom line is, do you smoke cannabis recreationally, or do you smoke it um, for some type of wellness? So that's a big thing. You see me shifting around. That's that back. So if I have folks watching me, I know there's some folks out there listening on the radio, but for the folks that are watching, that is the difference right now. I have a back injury that's been plaguing me for it's been a few years now. It's over 20 years. So I think we're working on it. Yeah, yep. 97, 8, yeah. So just put it like that. It's been that time, and I first started out, being lighthearted on cannabis and not really understanding it. And as you move on, you understand cannabis. You start, understanding that it's more than just getting high. So I think for our first show, I definitely want to let you know what's really the real. That it's more than just smoking for fun. Now on the recreational side, now let's okay, I gave the old spill on I smoke it for medical use. Well, anybody that's been to the Facebook page and checked out and I've let you check it out. For one, I do not hide what I do because again, I believe in the cannabis movement. I know that I've seen some things that have really changed my mind too. Again, I can sit here and pretend like I have not learned some stuff here. Like I just smoke recreationally, which is fun. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's fun, but what's really fun is when we're really actually doing something on the bigger end. So again, I want to send some shout outs. I got Cuts in the house, so I want to send a shout out to one of the Cannabis DJs, DJ Cool Cuts. He's out up north doing his thing. Sending shout outs to him. Also, I want to send a shout out to Quincy. What's going on, bro? I'm glad that you're here. Gloria, I'm glad that you're that what's going on. Yeah, thank you, Cool Cuts. That's right, Cool Cuts in the house. So DJ Cool Cuts doing his thing with us. He's going to be in the mix here coming up real soon. So making sure that you know about that. He does not know, but I have definitely been in Sacramento, dwelling in there for a couple of days. Took a trip up there, had some fun with some cannabis up there. Giving a shout out to the folks at Casual Extracts. I want to give you a shout out for the hospitality and all the folks that had their events and invited Cannabis Radio there. Appreciate you, Joey Kokomo. Appreciate you for bringing us out there to Sacramento and showing us some love out there. There's a couple other people I need to shout out on that end too. So I'll get to that when I take a look at the Instagram. Make sure I'm talking to everybody and sending you out love. In fact, let's go ahead and do that real quick. I want to send a shout out to again. We've got a couple of folks out here that's doing their thing. Albie Q's Barbecue, Fred Bob 45, Fred _ Bob 45, Lamp Works sending you a shout out. Stardab 1 sending you a shout out too. The Painkillers 247. Just want to let you know what's going on. And I can't forget about my folks out there in Jamaica, One Link Tours, Jamaica. I want to send you a shout out to Rude Boy, Anthony, Rude Boy. Yeah, give him a shout out. That's a personal tour. We're gonna definitely take you there. Uh, Also, DJ Wonderboy sending you a shout out. Recipes and barbecue, letting you know what's going down. Let's see over here on Facebook what's going on. Uh, Again, Gloria, we're glad that you're actually here in Fresno. Wow, she said, I'm here in Fresno right now. Can I get some chicken? Can I get some fish? That's all I want to know. I do need a combination plate, chicken and fish. Well, really, actually, I'm leaning more towards fish. But let's get back to some more info on, we got to deal with our cannabis market here. Um, how can I say? We're close, folks. We're really close to doing things, um, and it's not a bad thing that we have been waiting in the wings, Fresno. I mean, you gotta. It is going to be here. Just put it like that. I think the biggest thing that I can tell everybody is again, support your local growers, your local folks. Um, we we've been talking to a lot of people in the community, and the biggest thing that I think we have going on. What's up there, Dave?
What's going on?
Man, not too much. I got Dave up here doing his thing. I should call him Video Dave, but I ain't gonna do him like that. But yeah, we got a few folks doing their thing here. But it is imperative. How can I say it? It is imperative that we understand that co-oping is a big thing. It is the only way that you're going to get the local brands out there is by putting them out and us doing what we need to do for the market. The bigger market is definitely going to be created. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay, we put votes in. We did stuff. Um, People have already made major plays and put major money in there. You know, anytime you got um, Walmarts and all the bigger players involved in something that is going to be in your 7-Elevens, they're going to be they're there. You know, you see CBD products, next you're going to see THC. Okay? So, with that said, what happens to the small folks? Where are they going to be at? What do you need to do to get them to move? Okay, so I've got my brand. How am I going to move my brand? Well, the only way you're going to move your brand and really have it lifted to where you can make a living off of it is by having something or some group to where you can actually say, look, I have a little bit of money that I want to invest in myself. Now I can do this, but let me do it this way. And that's the only way that you're going to get that churn. I'm not going to say it's the only way. I'm going to say that is a route that a path that's open right now. So we need to go through that pathway and explore it and really make it work for us. You know, because as we see the industry develop, soon as I'd say probably in another 3 to 6 months, you're going to get that next lift. You know, it's like a rocket ship and it goes up. I was explaining to someone today about buying stock, and I said, okay, you want to buy stock? Yeah, you need to get in on the cannabis stock because I blew it. I didn't buy Amazon stock at the right time, and I'm right where I am right now without any Amazon stock. And I was looking at the investment, and I sneezed, and it was too late. Okay, I said, "Hachu," and the next thing I know, stock market said, "You know what? Amazon is looking good. Buy some Amazon. It's at $10 a share," and it went like from pennies to dollars to 100. I think it's at 280 something right now. You know, I forgot what the stock is. It's pretty high. So it's the same thing with the cannabis industry. There's going to be stocks that are going to grow, and they're going to grow exponentially. You know, there is a lot of room to catch in catch up and catch in on the swing of the stock market in cannabis. It has not even begun to hit any type of peak. So that's the weird part. People are still kind of hesitant and thinking, oh well, we have 33 states right now that are cannabis friendly. 33. So how many more states in the union do we have? There's not too many more to go. And so there are some hardcores like the Alabamas and places like that. I don't want to, falsely put any states out there that might be considering it. So we're just going to stick with a few of them that are. What's up there, Black Cherry? Glad to see you here. Yeah, so again, we're coming on the air to kind of, act as a, how can I say it, a little birdie that tweets out a little here and a little there about some of the events that are going on throughout the cannabis world, and that's a lot. There's a lot going on, and then some of the things that are changing. Again, I don't want to just make it sound like there isn't change going on and it isn't positive, but this is the time to actually put the real work in. Again, folks, we're able to grow 6 plants. We can't grow outside. It's more expensive if we don't grow outside. So these laws have been put into place because they, it's a natural plant. With sunlight, it's going to grow and it's going to be a lot cheaper. A lot of people are saying, oh, you're going to create an environment of criminal situations. And, time and time again, there are different studies out. It just depends on how you do it. You have certain areas that you can grow in. You have certain situations that you can deal with that might inherently work out better for everyone. Again, as we're constraining and making it harder for folks to get into the cannabis business, that keeps the black market open. So it doesn't do us any good to put a whole bunch of laws and ways to keep the smaller business people out of the cannabis business, because the cannabis business, guess what, started from the folks that were out on the street corners, the mom and pops that were up in the hills growing the plants and doing all the work. And a lot of times that was done without thinking about the financial gains as they would come at this point in our lives. Now you have folks that never have smoked, don't even care to light up right now, and then they're dictating what's going on in the cannabis industry. And for us that have been out here, let's put it like this: how many of you have smoked over 30, 40 years? There's not a lot. Oh, psych, there is. There's a few people that have smoked over 30, 40 years, 50 years maybe. So you know what I'm saying? There's grandpas and great-grandmas and great-grandpas that have been smoking cannabis, still smoke. And it's just like bootleg, moonshine. When it was done, it was put here, and folks said, oh, I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be smoking. But, yeah, did I have family members? Yeah. Yeah, it's part of my heritage. So, yeah, all my folks, not all of them, but I'm going to say that I have folks in my family, that a lot of folks in my family smoke bud. But the thing about it is it was a family thing. It was kept in our dichotomy, and it wasn't used, that was it. You had some grandparents that smoked, some cousins, some nieces and nephews and uncles, and they all smoked together. And I'm quite sure that dichotomy goes on in everybody's family. But the thing about it is now we're finding that side is now, I go to the dispensary. I get my cannabis delivered. So everyone is doing it, but they're just doing it in a different way, you know. So again, I think the biggest push is always going to be to have the little folks get the help that they need to become, able to say that they're business owners and not dealers. So when you say that you're dealing, that's where the problem comes in. Now, business owners, that's totally different. You know, do you see it all the time? Yeah, I see it all the time. I see folks saying that their business. I'm going to say all the time. Just as of recent, let's put it like that. As of the last 3 years, there are more folks stating that they're in the cannabis business. So business is different from dealing. So again, it's still the same business. It's just cleaned up a little bit more. There's packaging going on. Is that stuff needed? I would say yes. I would say that it's needed, and I would say that you had young entrepreneurs out here that just didn't understand their product and how to market it in a correct way. So, it's all about that side right now because, again, it's legal. On the federal level, it isn't. Those laws are being challenged right now as we speak by not just Democrats, but Republicans and also folks from different parties. So those are things that we need to, just keep pushing. If there's some questions that you have, again, this is our first broadcast over here on KOFP. On the Monday, we have done a couple of other shows. I appreciate the folks out here helping us to get this here going. I am very, very happy to have this as a part of Cannabis and to be able to go on here and talk to you. Again, you got Cannabis Kev on with you, Kevin Shakir. We're going to have Richard Policio come on. He's going to be talking to you next week. We'll be talking about some of the laws, some things that you need to find out as you're going through your cannabis day, things that you might be doing that could cause you not to be able to get into the cannabis industry. And so you need to know about those things. And Cannabis Radio, the 420 Talk Show, definitely wants to bring that to you. Again, Fresno, we are out here for Fresno and the surrounding areas. If you're checking us out on Instagram or on Facebook, or let's see, we're on YouTube. We're also on what's this last one here? Yeah, it's another. We have like 3 or 4 streams. I want to thank, I see 559 Dabbers have joined. First Society, thank you for joining us. We appreciate you too. World Entertainment 559, what's up there, RJ in the mix? He's part of the 420 DJ squad too. We have DJ Cool Cuts, who's up in the Bay Area, or I should say, actually he's up north in the Sac Bay Area. And then we have DJ Van Glorious up north too. And then down south, I want to give a shout out to IP Entertainment, both D-Note and also K-Stu. There's a couple of other folks out there too. Give a shout out to our boy Ali. Give him a shout out for sure. Also, Boss Champion. We need to give you a shout out, along with King Ross Pedro. Want to definitely shout you out too for supporting our movement out here. Again, we've got folks coming on next week. We've got some folks that we're going to be actually being able to, to talk and verse with and tell you more about the cannabis movement. I don't want to just do all the talking. I'm going to do some listening and some chiming in and let some other folks talk. So that's the beautiful part about where we are right now. KOFP, again, 103.3, The Voice. We're able to bring you community radio, bring you shows like this. So keep your support up for stations like this. Again, also, we're looking for some support for Cannabuzz Radio, Cannabuzz TV. Again, we have the Cannabuzz TV show. I also want to give a shout out to Tower Mike Briggs out there. We're going to be joining the Central Valley Talk family and bringing you some more Cannabuzz TV, Cannabuzz Radio, Talk Live, yeah, that's what we're doing out here. We're just making sure that we keep this going for everyone. Again, I'm here till 8:30, just bringing you just a lot of cannabis information. I know that a lot of people they have problems with their sleeping. Um, it is the insomnia is just running rapid. With all of us, we put in these hectic work days, and we try to figure it out. And how can you figure all of that out? You need something to relax. Glass of wine does it for some people. For other people, it's going to be different situations. I don't know if a lot of you have tried CBD, but that has been excuse me, I'm burping on air. I don't know how that happened, but it happened. But I just want to let you know, CBD has been one of the biggest things that everyone is talking about. It's like CBD. I want CBD in my life. Is this a good CBD strain? Is this? And I get tired of trying to explain the CBD market. It's saturated right now. Everything. I'm looking at Ben and Jerry's. I can't. Oh, I'd love to take a musical break every once in a while. Just maybe 2-3. Oh man, next show we will do that.
Okay.
Next show.
You tell me. Do you want to structure it? Do you want it just informal?
Oh, just kind of. Well, I think today is going to be an informal day.
Some people do it on the quarter hour. Some people do it on the half hour.
Yeah, we can do it on the quarter,
Okay. So
like a 5-minute break, every 15 minutes.
Cool. This time, go ahead. I just want
But this time, see, that's the way we do it. See, this is live, uncut. This is the real way to do radio right here. Where you just go and you really make it happen. Yeah. So again, the high CBD hemp flower. What is the next big thing in cannabis? Flying with CBD. Well, the TSA said it's cool. So, that means I can bring my flower. So, I shouldn't get stopped. And if I do get stopped, I'm going to have them tested. I'm going to say, look, you test my strain. If you don't believe it's CBD, you test it.
So what happens when you go to a state where they're not messing with it?
Well, what happens when you go to a state that's not messing with it, you're going at your own risk. That was the question that was asked of me. What happens if you go to a state where it's at your own risk? Do you have a good lawyer? So, again, let me put it like this. The laws change daily, and I mean literally daily. Colorado governor just signs bill to legalize delivery and lounges. So let's find out what that's about. I'm looking at Leafly, giving you information. Bruce Kennedy wrote this story. Again, whoa. So we're looking at this for the first time right here. So I'm just trying to go over and get to the main parts. I think right now, one of the new laws authorized in the marijuana one of the new laws authorizes marijuana hospitality establishment. So basically, you can consume on site and retail on site. So that's incredible. That's going to boost their economy. They say that will bring in $1.6 billion. So all these new laws are making Colorado and Washington right now are the two richest states because of cannabis, and it's crazy. Again, I want to go over some of their. So in future episodes, we'll go over what's going on with the state of youth using drugs in those states to see if it's been an increase or decrease, crime level. So we'll go to these two rich states that are doing tremendous numbers as far as economics in those states. So stay tuned for that. It's almost that time for me. I told you I was going to end this at 8:30. I'm trying to adhere to that. It's 8:22, so I've got around about 8 more minutes. I want to give a shout out to Kevin Nutt Sr. Glad that you're doing your thing. Oh, that's my buddy. What's going on, Snoop? Hey, you got Snoop on, and also Ruth. Glad to see you, Ruth Watson, checking in with us. Also Noah. Glad to see you, Noah. Glad that you're here checking us out. Again, Snoop, we're going to go over and cook with you in Hawaii. So I will be over there in Hawaii. We're going to cook some great cannabis meals, and I will be chiming in live from Hawaii coming up soon. So I'll let you folks know when that's going to happen, and I'll probably have to stream it. I don't know if I'll be at the station, but we'll have somebody here to fill in the show. Just put it like that. So again, Richard is our panelist. He is our guest co-host, and I definitely want to bring him in. We also have some other folks that are going to join us. If you have anything to ask me and you want me to actually mention it on air, go ahead and put it on the. I see that we have it right here on Facebook.
We have a call-in number,
Yeah, we do have a call-in number.
and we also have an online stream,
And there is also an online stream.
559.
The call number is, and I'm going to put it in here. He didn't know I was looking for it before. 559
353
353
2999.
2999. So the call-in number, I'm gonna put this on right now,
It's right here to the studio.
and it's right here in the studio. I'm just repeating what he said, but it's right here. We have the in studio call-in line. So appreciate you if you call in. Again, the number is 559-353-2999. Give me a call right now. We'll be live, even if you're in Timbuktu. Can we get a call from Timbuktu?
Of course. And Timbuktu can listen at KOFP103.caster.fm.
So if you want to listen to the online stream, that is KOFP 103.caster, CASTER .fm. So you got that right. Y'all got that. And if you didn't, you know what? We'll find it. We're going to put it in here. We're going to get it together. But this is the first show. It's in the bag. Just about. The bag is almost full. It is cannabis. We are talking cannabis here. That's right. Cannabis Radio. Live right here. Live 420 Talk. We are live on the air with you. Again, request lines are open. 559-353-2999. No, I do not smoke in the studio, but I do smoke and you can check that out on Instagram. So, make sure that you tell me what is your favorite strain, and I'll put it on my brain. When you definitely let me know. Let's see who. I had some mimosa. That was one of the strains that I smoked, and then the super glue, which is pretty good. So we had that, and that was great. I enjoyed it. Snoop, what is up is this is the first show right here at 103.3 FM KOFP, home of The Voice. That's right, The Voice. So we are here on air and doing our thing. Community radio at its finest, pure, uncut. And it is, again, the Cannabis Radio talk show, live right here. So
So you do reviews of strains as well?
yes, I do reviews of strains.
So those of you out there who want your stuff reviewed, send it in to them.
Yeah, you can send me some strains, and I definitely will meet you someplace. We are going to be doing our TV side, and that's going to be at Tulare Bistro. So we will be at the Tulare Bistro, and that's going to be doing good. What's up there, mice? What is going on? I'm glad that you're seeing the happenings going on right here. KOFP 103.3 FM on your radio dial. Also, don't forget KOFP 103.caster.fm. You can find us there. That's where you will find us live on the air, streamed. So there's no real excuse for you to say, I did not hear you. So that's really where we're at. So we appreciate that. Again, glad to see you here. Glad to see Wu-Tang Barbie here. Yeah, we've got a lot going on for the first show. I appreciate everybody checking it out. I came on here, I didn't think I was going to have a lot of folks show up, but we did. James, what's up, Big James G? He's in the house. Also, Bob Capella. Hey, what's up, Bob? Glad to see you here. What's up there, SW Country Girl? Glad to see you here, checking us out. We are doing our thing right here on the air. We are live. And remember, every Monday, this is what you're going to get. It's going to be even more intense, though. I'm telling you. We got a few folks that are going to talk about cannabis. They're going to talk about how they feel about cannabis. And that's a good thing. So we get a lot of sides weighed in. There are folks here that are going to feature some of their products that we have. Again, shout out to Casual Extracts. They treated me with so much wonderfulness when I got to Sacramento. So, and then there's a lot of love that goes out here in the 559. Again, shout outs to First Society. Loving the fact that y'all are doing your thing. And then why am I forgetting about them? Million Bananas strain. Man, Million Bananas, they are doing it. And we just came back from the photo shoot. That is no GMO, all vegan. And do I have one? Wait, I might even have one. I think I have a wrap. Oh, yeah. So this is what we're talking about right here. So what would you do with a banana wrap? Well, you're going to wrap up your cannabis. That's what you're going to do. And there's no tobacco. So we're talking about going tobaccoless. Again, these are the leaves right here. And boy, this is some stinky right here. This was just something I'm getting ready to re-roll. Yeah, this is. Well, I couldn't go on here without showing it. I'm not gonna smoke it, but I can show it. But yeah, so that was a healthy joint. Was that pretty big for a J? Oh, you should have seen it. I'm gonna bring one of those Titans.
No,
we have these Titans. In fact, I'm gonna post it. So if you want to see the Titans, I will put it on Facebook. It'll be on the Cannabuzz Radio or Cannabuzz TV on Facebook. So make sure you go to our Facebook page, like and share it. I'll show you a banana gar. And then we have the Titan banana gars, which are just huge. I'm talking about it's big. I'll post a picture, and then you'll be able to see how funny I look with the walrus. We call it the walrus look, so we're gonna have that going real soon. Again, I've been smoking on these for over a year now, and the taste and just the art of rolling. So this has made me a better roller. They do have the CBD glue that goes along with it, and also wooden tips that are made out of bamboo. Again, no GMO, all vegan, all organic, and all natural. Million Bananas, that is the wraps, and these here you can find at all your fine smoke shops. So again, you might want to try again First Society right there, located on First in Gettysburg. So we've got them there in the house. We're giving them a shout out. I'm going to stop by there, see what they're doing over there at First Society. I heard that they're doing a lot of good things out over there. Go over there and get a peace pipe or something like that. And we'll bring that back for you. And next week, I'm going to try to have a giveaway. So make sure that you stay tuned. We'll have a special word or two, or we'll figure out the phrase of the day. I'll figure out how we're going to give my special item away, but it will be here next week. I'll figure out what it is. I've got a couple of folks that definitely want to give out some items to you. But again, we appreciate your time coming on, checking us out right here at Cannabuzz Radio Talk Show, hosted right here on 103.3 FM KOFP, The Voice. Let's see, let me get to just a few more bits of information for you. What's going to happen in the summer? What are you going to be doing? Are you trying to grow? Well, if you are, we're going to have some experts talk to you. They're going to come on. They're going to let you know how you can create your summer crop. Is it too late? Is it too early? You know, because we're talking about seasons and all of this stuff. I don't know. Some plants, they do good. They can grow in 2 months. Some can grow in 4. So just depends on your strain, what you're doing with it. And is Cannabuzz Kev the expert? No, I am not the expert. I smoke it. I will tell you it tastes real good. I can tell you more about what it's doing on that other end. But the growing part, we're all going to learn. So any more questions? You got some questions for me? So we're going to have some more music.
I got a statement, though.
What's the statement?
And remember, Nancy Reagan said, just say no.
Oh, I forgot. We got a Nancy Reagan fan over here, which I am a Nancy Reagan fan. I have no problem with Nancy. You know what I'm saying? But he was a dare kid. Is he? Are you still daring?
Daring to get hot.
Daring to get out. Yeah, that's right. Now, I'm going to tell you something, folks. The minute this man, well, I have never seen him smoke anything, but if he smokes a joint,
I won't do it.
not even CBD,
I do real drugs.
well, I ain't doing nothing like that. I don't take a pill.
I'm not a quitter.
I do not take a pill unless I have to.
I don't take a pill either.
You cannot give me a shot
I like a little
unless I have to. You know, but I will smoke this here. I will wrap it up a couple of times and put it in there.
I was laughing at it.
He was laughing at me, but that's the small joint. That's not the big one. It's just the comfortable joint. For after the show.
Do you like the raw connoisseur pack
Yes, I do.
with the tips?
Yes, I can smoke. I like the raw packs. I think raws, they do their thing. They're made out of hemp paper. I'm going. I don't like bleach paper. No white paper.
No?
So no white paper. I don't do zigzags anymore. So zigzags have the green. Remember, they used to be all white and all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So back in the day, though, back in the day, folks, zigzags used to be yellow.